So next we're going to look at moving participants between sessions and adding participants onto a session manually. So they might not have booked on using the online system as we previously showed. They might have just turned up for your session and you want to add them on afterwards or before if you know that they're going to be coming in advance. So you select that session, the specific session that you want to add participants to. And you can see that these were the people that booked on using the campaign site. So they've booked on online. But you can also add a new booking onto that session as well. You will have to enter the parent or carer details first. This is really important because the program Wildcats is for under 18s and therefore you need a parent or carer information alongside. If you're doing this process for just play, it will ask you at the top here, is this person over 18 or under 18, obviously depending if you've got a 16 plus or 18 plus just play activity set up. And obviously that will take you to the relevant flow. But for Wildcats, you'll have to enter the parent information first. So for example, obviously the only mandatory ones are the ones with the asterisks, but if you have additional information that you can add in as well, I would recommend doing so, as the more information that is on there, the better. I am not sure what Alex's birthday is, so we're going to just select one. And that isn't there. And then it will move on to the participant. So that is the player, the under 18, who is going to be coming onto the session. The email address obviously is irrelevant because that will be the same as the parent. Obviously, with it being Wildcats, it'll need to be a female participant, and the date of birth would have to fall within the age range for the session. So if it's Wildcats, they'd need to be below 11 and over 5. So for example, that's selected there. The emergency contact would be that of the parent, so you can add that in there as well. If they've got any medical information, you can ask that in there as well, or any accessibility requirements, you can add that in as well. And you can choose whether you send a confirmation email so they know that you've done this on their behalf for you, or you can switch that off and save the booking. Sorry for the little error there. And that will show the participants there that you've just booked on. If there is another participant that you want to add under this contact, so under this parent, they might have a sister or a brother, you can add participant. If not, I would go back to the session, participant options, and add new booking. This time you might find that it's somebody you've already got within a club, so a coach's daughter, for example, that might want to come in to the session. So you can look that person up if they're already a contact already. You can look that person up by clicking existing and then the contact. So that might be the parent or carer that you already have set up on the system. It won't duplicate the email address attached. But the participant may never have been before, so it might be that you set them up here. You can remove the email address. The gender would be female. The date of birth would then have to fall in that age range, as we said before. Again, add in the contact number, the emergency contact number into that space. There's no medical requirements or accessibility requirements there. And again, you can opt to choose the confirmation email. So same as before, just slightly less information when you select an existing contact. And that will set up on the system. So when I go back to my session now, we should have 4 bookings onto this first session, 2 via the campaign site, and 2 that were put on through the admin area.